Hi, this is Hannah and Cailin for Double Talk here in New York City at the Park Hyatt Hotel for TLC's second annual Give a Little event. This event is all about spreading kindness, and I feel like these days people kind of expect public figures, even if they're not originally activists, to kind of take a stand on social issues and things that are important to them that's happening in the media. How do you feel about it? Do you feel that that's like a responsibility? I mean, obviously everybody, just as a person should want to do these things, but do you feel that it's a responsibility?
I think it's more of an opportunity, not so much a responsibility, but an opportunity to if we're fortunate enough to be in a position where, we have a lot of eyeballs, or a lot of people listening. And I think that you can either use that to spread certain things or talk about certain things, or you can use it for the force of good. And so for me, at least, wanting to be a force for good is, for me, what it's all about. I think that whether it be choreographing, dancing, or putting on a show, even if I'm on tour and I'm doing a live show, I always try to inject something that, something can take away. Because for me in my life, watching somebody on stage or hearing a speaker or reading a book or something where an idea or a quote or whatever it might be, changed my life, and it could be such a small moment, but such a huge impact. And so for me, I just kind of want to just pay that forward, I suppose, from how it's helped me so much in all my sort of traumas and trials and tribulations in my life. So yeah, I just look at it as a beautiful opportunity.
Great answer. You mentioned quotes and kind of quotes staying with you. I remember reading an interview with you where you said that when you're giving back, you feel most connected not only with other people, but with yourself when you're giving back. And I thought that was just such a nice way to put it. Could you talk a little bit more about what you mean by that?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like when you're not thinking about yourself, I think you're at your happiest, actually. I think when you think of others, I think that when you're feeling down, when you're feeling upset, when you're feeling about, the world's against you or whatever it might be, you're probably thinking a lot about yourself, right? And so one of the fastest ways to change that is to think about somebody else. What can I do to help somebody else? What can I do to serve somebody else? And instantly, almost instantaneously, all that heaviness, all that anxiety, all that stuff melts away, because when you focus on others and helping them, it's amazing what happens. It's amazing.
And you've been involved with a lot of different charities a lot of different causes throughout your career and throughout your life. Is there anything, tonight we're honoring charities that people might not have heard of yet, or charities that really come from people's passions and people's personal experiences. Sure. Is there anything that you especially would like to shed light on or hope to at some point?
For me, I guess, regardless of whatever it is that people would choose to put their time and energy into, leading back to the previous question, I feel like talking about quotes again, the secret to living is giving. And when you're giving, when you're helping, when you're serving, for being a force for good, I think that's sort of the key. I feel like we get sort of outside of ourselves and helping one another. I think that we'll be in a much better spot, much better place. So for whatever charity it is that you want to put your focus, time, or energy into, whatever it is, being in that service mindset is the way forward, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great to meet you.